Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a total titles match for the RWA Hype Championship and the RWA Tag Team Championships. Here are the rules. In this match, if trainee number 1 pins Tripleicious, he will become the RWA Hype Champion. If either member of the Influence pins the heavy hitters, they will become the RWA Tag Team Champions. Introducing the challengers, first being accompanied by the Monster Mac from the Monster Mac Training Academy, weighing in tonight at 260 pounds, Trainee number 1. And his tag team partner, at a total combined weight of 375 pounds, from Providence, Rhode Island, Jason Devine, Mike Montero, the Influence.
Trainee number 1 would have to pin the Wrestling Gaddafi Tripleicious for the RWA Hype Championship.
Introducing their opponents, first from the Secret City, weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, he is the RWA Hype Champion, Tripleicious.
What's up, player? How you doing, man? Yeah!
Heavy hitter, suckers.
Yeah!
Watch your back,
Yeah.
cause you about to get your ass beat.
And his tag team partners, from the Concrete Jungle, at a total combined weight of 500 pounds, Shady Shay Cash, the Black Gorilla, Frank Champion, the World Tag Team Champions of the World, the Heavy Hitters.
Time to show you who you mix up with. DJ, that's the name, and I came to bring the pain. Anna on my chest, got me busting at you lemon lanes. Yeah, I know. You
Nice
mix
to
up
see you
with
back,
the
Rob Massey.
From the
I try to help out here wherever I can.
Nice. I was sitting over here all by myself. I was a little concerned.
Interesting style of matchup we have here.
Oh, thank you.
With all of the titles being on the line, interesting, a lot of strategy going on. Would you expect in this type of match
infighting between the challenger team, between Trainee number 1 and the Influence.
Well, I mean, you may, but I doubt it. I doubt it. They're very close.
One fall.
Pound Town is very close to where they're from.
Very close.
Very close.
One fall to a finish here. Two titles on the line: the RWA Tag Team Championships and the RWA Hype Championship.
Just take the bottle. You're all good. What do I look like? I look like a dispensary now. I'm one of them Spring Mountain joints. You put in 25 cents, you get a gallon of water. It's like ridiculous.
Tony P has his hands full here as we are back from intermission at RWA April Reign.
He sees me walk in with this and thinks that I have water.
Who would think that, a gallon of water?
I don't know. The Poland Spring Man?
Ask the Poland Spring. No, that's the Gorman Fisherman.
Yeah, that's the Gordon's Fisherman.
Gordon's Fisherman.
Yeah.
Tony P can barely hold up all of that gold. And he gets it up. The Tag Team Championships and the Hype Championship on the line here. So I wonder who's going to start here. It'll be Jason Devine, it looks like, and Shady Shay Cash. Now, this is one fall to a finish. This is not a mixed tag. Technically, any 3 members of either team can be counted out for or pinned for the victory here. You just, if you're Trainee number 1, you don't want to pin any of the heavy hitters because you don't win anything other than the match.
Well, I mean, if I was still an active wrestler and I was in this type of match and I had the titles, I would literally just walk in the back as soon as I walked out. As soon as the bell rang, I'd just walk in the back.
Now there is the bell, and
they're not walking in the back.
Nope.
See, they don't.
So it's Trainee number 1 taking on Shady Shay Cash, which is interesting because
You can't pin him.
he can. It's not gonna warrant a championship.
I got a crunch bar.
Nice. So Trainee number 1 going in, and Shady Shay Cash out to the midsection and taking the arm of Trainee number 1. Here's a switch. Trainee number 1, top wrist lock. Nicely done.
See, the wrestling Gaddafi threw me over his diamond earrings, my friend. These are like 3 carat right here.
Is that a blood diamond?
No, that's not blood diamond. It's not the King of Scotland. I'll give you the Forrest Whitaker eye, though.
Switch by Trainee number 1.
It's like this right here. That's what it looks like. Give you the Forrest Whitaker eye.
Shady Shay Cash gets into the ropes. And Trainee number 1 breaks at 4. Well, a good game, Pat, to Shady Shay Cash.
Whoa!
Off the ropes and tripped up. Being charged, Trainee number 1 sends Shady Shay up and over to the outside. And it looks like Fury Frank Champion, or the Black Gorilla as he is now known, and Tripleicious going to check on Shady Shay Cash.
Jeez, my Lord. Well then, stacked card.
The Influence and Trainee number 1 standing tall in the ring, and now here comes, all hell's about to break loose. And now, well, here we go. Divine with Fury Frank Champion, Montero with Shady Shay, and Trainee number 1 with Tripleicious. Trainee number 1 whips Jason Divine into Tripleicious, a forearm. Here comes Mike Montero, flying forearm of his own. And Jason Divine is going to send out Tripleicious into Trainee number 1, and a Samoan drop. Nicely done by Trainee number 1. When does Trainee number 1 become an actual wrestler and no longer a trainee?
I don't know.
Trainee number 1 back in the ring as the heavy hitters and Tripleicious looking to regroup again. And Mike Montero looks like he's going to fly. Up and over goes Mike Montero.
Oh! Looked like he hit the back of his head on the ring apron. We're on the Ocho today, Cotton.
We are on the Ocho today. Let's see how that works out for him.
I don't know, but I think it's going to be serious, Cotton.
He's not the best color man in the business for a reason, folks. Mike Montero going to take on Tripleicious, and he flies, nobody home.
Oh!
Big clothesline by Frank Champion.
My friend, that was not a clothesline right there. That was a Mac 10.
Now, this is sound strategy if you're either of the champions right now, because Montero has nothing to gain, and Tripleicious now has nothing to lose if he gets a victory here, or if he takes a loss somehow.
Well, let's hope that that doesn't happen. I mean, I know you don't like those guys, but
I actually don't mind Tripleicious. I don't like his ways about how he handles himself in the ring, but he's incredibly talented. Tag into Frank Champion, so now the tag team championships are up for grabs as Montero eats a big boot from Frank Champion. Back elbow to Mike Montero. And a shot right to the head. Montero eating a top turnbuckle. Big forearm by the Influence. Now, if you remember, folks, the Influence were stripped of their #1 contendership that they earned at, I believe it was at the Thanksgiving Throwdown. No, it was prior to that. Shot to the midsection. It's actually at Legacy that
might
they
be
won
looking
that.
for the sliced bread there.
And nails it. Montero isn't going to try to float for a tag. Isn't going to try to float for a pin. He's going to try to get a tag, as he had a lot of punishment by Fury Frank Champion. Montero crawling to his corner and tags in trainee #1. Here comes Shady Shay Cash. Trainee #1 hits Tripleicious. Shady Shay Cash eats a line. Trainee #1 hits another line. Big chop to Shady Shay by trainee #1. Irish whip. Here comes Shady Shay. Nice leg lariat. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And again, if you're Shady Shay Cash, you're not really worried about this matchup as trainee #1 goes over the top and on the outside. And Fury Frank Champion hammering trainee #1 along with Tripleicious. The Influence trying to get Tony P to pay attention to what's going on the outside.
Giving Trainee a beating on the outside of the ring.
Back in the ring, here's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Tripleicious tags in Fury Frank Champion. Fury Frank Champion just demanding trainee #1 to get to his feet. Shot to the midsection, didn't really have any effect. Another one, and Frank Champion just getting mad. There's a chop and a forearm. A second forearm by trainee #1, just trying to do whatever he can to take the big Sequoia down. Cross body, and, well, that didn't end well for trainee #1. Cover, 1, 2, and Jason Devine breaks up the pinfall. We have said time and time again that the heavy hitters, while they can technically wrestle, just want to lay down as much pain as possible. Incredible strikers, much stronger than pretty much any other tag team in the division right now.
Well, look at the size of them.
Trainee #1.
Oh, man.
Tried to get some offense, and that didn't go anywhere.
See, look at the little subtle finish right there, him stepping on the foot as he makes the tag over to Shady Shay.
That's one of the things that you like about the heavy hitters, one of the many things.
Yeah.
Oh!
Slapped the well.
As Shady Shay took exception to having the taste slapped out of his mouth. Trainee #1 needs to get back to a vertical base. He's up and almost took a slap himself and just firing at Shady Shay Cash off the ropes. Irish whip. Here comes trainee #1, I believe, and there was not a tag. Sidewalk slam by Shady Shay Cash.
It looked like trainee #1 was trying to get out of that.
And a kick out. Shady Shay Cash, I think he said to Frank Champion, I tweaked my knee. Big chop takes down trainee #1. You can see him favoring that knee now, that right knee off of the sidewalk slam. Big scoop. Knee buckled a little bit. Trainee #1 is able to reverse it. And off the ropes. Being caught by trainee #1, and Tony P catches the foot of Shady Shay. And trainee #1 plants Shady Shay Cash with a modified side Russian leg sweep.
You sounded very much like Bob Uecker right there. And he gets him with a side Russian leg sweep.
Ball 4, ball 8, ball 12.
Vaughn has walked the bases loaded.
Here's a tag into Mike Montero, a tag into Tripleicious. Montero drop kicks Frank Champion. Tripleicious goes for a club, and now Montero hits a neck breaker on Tripleicious, the hype champion. There's a tag into Jason Devine, and a Tripleicious ducks a shot by Mike Montero. Switch by Montero, drop kick by Jason Devine. Montero firing up, charges Tripleicious, hits a knee. Being caught by Jason Devine, thrown into Tripleicious. Devine hits an Inseguri, and trainee number 1, a power slam. The trainee number 1 is not the legal man. Montero charges Shady Shay Cash and eats a boot. Shady Shay, second turnbuckle. Montero follows up with a kick. Remember, Mike Montero, Tripleicious are the legal men here in this match. Montero, is he going to go for? And he does a Hurricane Rana. Hits the mark. Trainee number 1 hits an elbow. And Jason Devine, top rope. He's going to fly. There's a big splash. Cover 1, 2, and Shady Shay Cash saved by Fury Frank Champion. Tony P doesn't even really remember who the legal man is. Tripleicious climbing to the top rope. And being knocked down by Jason Devine. Huge. It was going to be a gut wrench. And spinning back fist. Frank Champion with the up high plants Jason Devine. And Tripleicious going to the top. Here's that big leg drop. Hits the mark. And that could do it. Cover 1. Wait a minute. 1, 2, and a kick out. Shady Shay Cash and Jason Devine, the legal men right now.
Well, I mean, Tripleicious can't pin Devine.
Well, he can, but it's not. They want to end the match any way they can. It's just no titles change hands. If trainee number 1 were to pin any member of the heavy hitters. Frank Champion charges Jason Devine. Shady Shay Cash charges Jason Devine. Being caught. Shady Shay sent pot over tea kettle. Montero climbing. Devine has.
What is he doing?
Shady Shay up.
Oh, the backseat driver.
Here's a cover. 1, 2, wait a minute, 3, but.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Manny Souza's out here as the Influence 1, and Manny Souza's talking to Tony P. I'm going to go find out what's happening.
ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. I have just been informed by Tony Petrangelo. Shady Shay Cash's foot is under the bottom row. The pinfall does not count. This match will restart.
The heavy hitters hit the wig splitter. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and 3. Well, the Influence, bad positioning there by Tony P got them the victory, and then all of a sudden, a win by the heavy hitters. after the restart. It was the right call when you look at it.
Certainly the proper call, Cotton.
Thanks very much. We didn't have to go to New York for that. We'll be right back.